Welcome to the Philthy Dad Pod Sport Podcast, a place where the three washed up dads talk sports to the masses in between wiping asses. I am your host, Ryan, and we are live in Game 5, bottom of the eighth, no outs. Phillies are down 3-1. We are going to be bringing you live reactions with the show, and it's been a tough night so far. I mean, Eagles just jumped to 8-0 with a 29-17 victory over Houston. They did pretty much what we expected them to, and the Phillies have been leaving runners on base all night. All night. I have been cursing this dude up the plate right now, Castellanos. He has been killing us, and I'm looking for something big out of these dudes. At least get it back to the top of the lineup, get some runners on, see what we can do. Full count. Nick's worked it full, which is he's showing some patience tonight, but he did again tonight. He did what he did last night, and he is just he has a habit now of just watching good fastballs. For such an aggressive hitter, he just likes watching that first pitch fastball. He hasn't been attacking it. But I appreciate you guys joining us. This is just going to be, we're going to get into a breakdown a little bit later, but this is going to be live reactions to the game. 3-2 pitch. Pop foul. Oh my God. If y'all could hear the things that I was calling Nick Castellanos and Reese Hoskins tonight, if y'all could hear the audio from my living room, I wish I would have been live. That was some good content. I was saying some swear words I didn't even know that I had in the bank. It has been a little bit of a bummer game so far. The bullpen got to walk. That's what we need. That's what we need, baby. The bullpen has actually pitched a pretty good fucking game for real. Syndergaard had a decent outing. I like he gave up that leadoff triple to Altuve. Pena comes up and it really should have been. Well, no, he didn't give up a leadoff triple. He gave up the leadoff double, and it should have stopped there. Marshy doesn't make the play that he typically makes. Altuve gets a third. Pena comes up next, slaps him in, and then Noah settles down, and he gets to the fourth inning before he gets any more trouble. They announced it was that the announcers had pretty much said this was going to be his last batter, which was Pena. Again, he hits a pop fly to left that just kept traveling and goes out. This is tough. You guys might get some reactions out of me in this one. We got Alec Boehm up the plate, 0-1. Nick Castellanos on first, no outs. We are down by 2. We're in dire need of some offense here. The offense has been pretty stagnant since the big explosions we had on Tuesday, and now it's now or never. And a high fastball out of the zone at 96, and Boehm whiffs on it. It's again, we haven't been able to capitalize on these high fastballs. We're chasing balls out of the zone, and we're just helping out the Stros pitchers. Quiet night in the NBA. The Warriors lost again, and we're going to kind of be all over the place for this. But the Warriors lost again. They lost to the Magic, 130-129. And things aren't looking good in Golden State. High pitch. He lays off this one. Montero got a little wild there. Catcher's telling him kind of, yo, chill out. Chill out. They ain't been able to do shit to us all day. Chill out, get a pitch over and see, and let's get out of this. But Boehm up there with his top 2 buttons undone, looking swagged out with his chain blinging in the lights. Hair flowing in the wind. Not like mine. I need a haircut. Whew. Let's see. 1-2 pitch. And he strikes out. It's been the story of the night so far. It has been the story of the night. Every time the Phillies have gotten men on base. The Phillies have got, and this one's not over. 1 out in the 8th. We still got 5 outs to go. And the more base runners we can get, the better chance we got to get to those, the guys at the top of the lineup. Schwarber. I really don't want to see Reese again in this game, but Reese, JT, and hopefully we're able to get the Bryce. If we're able to get the Bryce, that means we're probably got the game tied, or Bryce is at least a chance to tie it. Bryce is started up, 1 out. Castellanos on first. Montero delivers, ball high, 95-mile-per-hour fastball out of the zone. I'm trying to find. It's a pretty decent amount. The Phillies have gotten some runners on base tonight. They've had bases loaded. They have two men on in two separate innings, and they have just done nothing. 1-0 pitch. Another ball high, 96-mile-per-hour fastball out of the zone. Stott lays off 2-0. All right, here we go. Stott works pitches, man. He does work his at-bats. If you got a chance to check out the Eagles tonight, they're flying high. Again, I don't care that it's the Houston Texans. They came out. They didn't just run the ball like everybody thought. Jalen had a great game. He got them down inside the 5, and then the running backs took the 2 first-half touchdowns. He came back, got the 2 second-half touchdowns. Montero with the 2-0 pitch. Ball low and inside. We worked at 3-0. Come on, Stotty. All we need is base runners, baby. All we need is base runners. This has a chance to be an explosive inning if you do your job. My boy, I'm going to give him his name back if he gets a hit. Gene is up next, and he got a chance to get his name back. And I'm hoping to give it back to him, man. I really am. I'm going to be all over the place. The emotions, this is real. This is not scripted. Inside, he walks a 4-pitch walk, baby. Okay, Stotty, my kids are going to wake up tonight. These kids is waking up. I am not keeping it. I'm not keeping the volume down. No, sir. Like I said, this is unscripted. This was unprompted. I was like, look, this is a 2-run game. All the games have been 5-run games, whether it was in our favor, their favor, with the exception of game 1. We got a close game going into the bottom of the 8th. We're home. This is the last game in Philly. You know the Phillies are going to put up a fight. You know they're at least going to put runners on a bag. And I thought it was just a good idea to try to maybe capture some live reactions in the podcast world. And the bullpen is stirring. Presley is looking like he's about to come in the game. Probably not this bad, or maybe if Gene's able to get on, you might see Presley come in to face Marsh, or maybe they're getting him ready for Schwarber, and he shut us down last night. So we're gonna get another opportunity to go after Presley and see if we can make something happen here. I'm trying to convince co-host Mr. Derek Gibson to jump on the podcast. I think he might be a little twisted. So you might get some good reactions the night we get him on. All right, 2 men on, 1 out. Gene Segura up the bat. Montero delivers the pitch. It's a breaking ball over the middle. Gene looks at it, strike 1. Gene is 1 for 3 tonight. It was good to see him get a hit. He got a single in the second. He's been struggling, man. Gene's been struggling. That's why I took his name away. He didn't deserve to be Mean Gene Segura, but boy, you got a chance to get it back. Get the name back. I know you were listening to me last night. You heard what I said. Get the name back. Looks calm, cool, and collective up there. Montero with the pitch. It's outside. He slaps it. Woo! Go, 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 go. Let's go! Fucking Mean Gene, baby! Woo! Let's go! And it's 3-2. The Phils are battling back. We got runners on the corner. Bottom of the 8th. 1 out. And that boy, Marshy, coming up the bat. I'm sorry if I am damaging anybody's eardrums. It's going to be a little loud. Maybe I just adjusted the mic down. If you want to adjust yours down a little bit, it's cool. If you want to feel it with me, just leave it up. Let's go, Mean Gene. You get your name back for today. And Montero is done. They are going to the pen. They are bringing in their closer, and we want to fuck him up. Again, this is not, I marked all the podcasts that this has explicit content, and motherfucker, I'm going to give you explicit content. Woo! As Chris Long, the former Philadelphia Eagle, just tweeted, bang! I don't know if I'm allowed. No, I am allowed to say that. We ain't got no copyright issues. Not this soon. Woo! I am shaking. I mean, I typically shake, but I am shaking. I'm shaking. My fingernails are pretty much gone. I don't got much there anymore. This is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. And this is what sports, my boy Dunphy is on NFL Oh, that's that's Kelsey chugging a beer. I like it. My boy Dunphy was just on Amazon Prime Video. He's out in Houston at the game. That dude is. If you don't know who Dunphy is, he is the Philadelphia sports tattoo guy, the one that got the Philly fanatic tattooed around his belly button, all the tattoos. There he is again. My boy, shout out. I remember when Dunphy moved into Bridesburg, where we lived in Bridesburg, we were a little bit younger. I remember when Dunphy moved on to the block that he lived on, and he came around, he started playing. We used to have a little squad that would play stickball. We would play stickball, and Dunphy came in, and he was the new kid, so we let him in. That motherfucker could rock it. He used to come down and play. We would use metal bats, but we would use tennis balls. And my homie lived on the corner. His name was Ian. His neighbors, we always played at his house. His neighbors, his dad, they hated us because we were hitting their house. We were hitting their windows. It was great. It was great times, but, oh, they're out there singing. Let's get it. You got Kelsey, you got Jalen Hurts on NFL Prime, and they are singing the fight song with the crowd. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles, 8-0, baby. Let's go. The Philadelphia Phillies got a chance. This was the night we were waiting for, and I'm not going to be paying attention to the camera too much. I got the Eagles over there. I got the Phillies up there. I got the phone here, and I got y'all here. Listen. I'm giving y'all the mic. I can't give y'all the camera too. My boy Marshy is stepping up to the plate. It's the bottom of the eighth. 1 out. Runners on the corner. And what a game. Win, loss, or draw. What a game. This is what the World Series is. The blowouts were in Philly's favor were fun. The blowouts in Houston's favor, I'm sure it was fun for their fans. It was not fun for us. But these are the games you want. This is October baseball, even though it's November. This is October baseball. This is what the World Series is all about. As much as I would love my team to just come out and punch them in the mouth, throw up 7 runs and blank them 7-0 like they did in what was that, game 3? This is why playoff baseball is so great. It's because of moments like this. If every game was a blowout, it would just be shit, but it's not. There's only one Ryan that's winning here tonight, and it's not you, Presley. It's going to be me. First pitch. 88 to the top of the zone. Marshy fouls it off. Mean Gene, my boy. Cam, you are on the Cam. Come to my stream, cuz. My boy Paul's in the stream. We got Sean Maynard in the stream. We got my Aunt Chrissy and my boy Watsa from Chicago. What's up, Cornell? I'll read some of these comments. Just give me 1 second. The 0-1 pitch. Presley delivers. It was low. He chased it, but he fouled it off. Paul grabbed it all the way from Arizona? If I'm wrong, Paul, I'm sorry. Imagine how easy this postseason would be going. Imagine how easy this postseason would be going if Hoskins knew how to use that glove on his left hand. I agree with you, bro. I've been killing Reese all season. I've been killing Reese, especially tonight. My wife was like, how do you even root for this dude when the things that you're saying about him? I'm like, it's the World Series. 0-2 pitch. Presley delivers, and he strikes out Marsh. Runners on the corner, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, and we got Ryan Presley versus Kyle Schwarber in Game 5 of the World Series. As they're going to say on the broadcast, we know they're going to say it. It's all they've been saying. They're always saying in the big moment is buckle up. My boy Sean Maynard is here. He said, all I'm saying is no extra innings. I'd like to get to sleep before 1 a.m. Sean, there's a reason. There's 2 reasons why I jumped on this podcast right now. 1 is that I want the live reactions. And 2 is that I would like to go to sleep once the game is over too. But not before we party. My boy Schwarby, I'm ready for a Schwar bomb. First pitch. Pulls it foul. First base side. 0-1. This is, oh my God. This is too much. This is too much. This is tough. I got to take breaths. I got to take deep breaths in between. Got to take deep breaths in between these pitches because, again, my fingernails are gone. All right? My fingernails are gone. And my nerves are through the roof right now. Bounces one. Okay. Bounces one in the dirt. Maldonado did a pretty good job of blocking it. This is really has been a fun game. We got 5 live viewers right now. We have listen, the first I know it's the second episode, but the first episode that I published for the podcast has gotten some good has gotten some good listens and stuff. Just keep on staying with us. It's gonna get better as we go. We got the 1-1 pitch. Oh my no. Was it? That was a hittable ball. Good pitch. Hey, listen, with this at bat right here, all this guarantees me is one thing. We get to see Bryce one more time. I mean, I'm looking for Schwarby to do some fucking damage right here, right now, but we at least get the heart of our lineup. This is what we wanted. Give us a chance. Schwarber calls time, steps off. Bottom of the 8th, 1-2 count. 2 outs. Houston is up 3-2. We got runners on the corner. This is we're in for a hell of a finish. We are in for a hell of a finish. I appreciate you if you're live with us. I appreciate you if you are listening to this later on. I'm going to get this shared in a couple groups, try to see if we can get us some more live viewers. The pitch. Oh, what a play. Oh, what a play. Trey Mancini, go fuck yourself. That was too fast. What did he do? Oh, my God. Wow. I can't even hate. I wish we had a first baseman that could make a play like that. Look at the Astros retire us. We leave runners on the corner again. We've been leaving runners on all fucking night. But all this sets up. Well, no. Let's wait. Let's get through the top of the 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to lose any hair that I have left. Actually, I got great hair. My name's not Tom. But let's run through this again. What a game it's been. I'm gonna pull up the I kind of wanna as we're here and we got a chance while we're waiting through commercial and keep you guys with us. Want to kind of go through just the lineups here. I mean, we got Schwarber 1 for 4 today. He got that leadoff bomb. He got a walk. Hoskins, man, 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts, killing us. He's left. So just right here, ready? Check this out. Schwarber has left 4 on base. Okay. Hoskins has left 3. Castellanos has left 3. Bohm has left 1. Stott has left 3. Segura has left 1. And Marshy has left 2. If I'm reading this right, and I'm pretty sure that I am. Well, okay, they're counting. Some of them count for 2. The Phillies have 11 men left on base, meaning when the inning has closed and who is still left on the base, the Phillies have left 11 guys there. 11. You can't in game 5 of the World Series at home where your bullpen has done they've done their job, and the bullpen has been spectacular. They've been nothing short of spectacular. The Astros, on the other hand, they've only left 6. They left 6 on base. So I mean, they're capitalizing. And I know it's only a 3-2 game, but they've just, when they needed to add that extra run, they've done it. They've done it multiple times, and it is frustrating. And again, if you're just joining us, I've been killing. Not on here, but before I got on here, I was killing Reese. I've been killing Castellanos. I'm just, I'm killing them when they're down, and they got a chance. Reese got a chance to shut me up, bro. Shut me up, because I have been going at you all night. I am live. If you're live with me on Facebook, drop a couple comments. I will definitely respond in real time. But Reese, I have been killing this dude all night, and he got a chance to, and I hope, I would like nothing more than for Reese to shut me the fuck up. Seriously, I will take it. You shut me up right here. I will swallow everything I said about you. We got Eflin in, delivers the first pitch, gets called strike. Low and inside, 93. What was that, a cutter? Start him out with a cutter? Okay. Hensley's up. Second pitch. Oh, see, this is the inconsistency with the umps. Now that goes in our favor. It's 0-2, but that was a ball. And at the end of the day, it's been happening both sides. The one ump in game 2 was spectacular. Outside of that, these umps have been fucking trash for both sides. Third pitch, Topper, Eflin, that has no play. All right. Eflin, you got a battle back. We got a man on first base, no outs. They're showing a replay of that play with Gurriel, that where Gurriel was breaking towards home. Oh my god! And that's why Mancini was in the game. I'm sorry. I'm watching the replay live with you guys. That play we made, that was such a huge play. And then Gurriel got hurt there. Takes a knee to the back of the head, and I thought he was pretty banged up. And sure enough, he was. Comes out the game. Trey Mancini comes in and makes for what is right now the play of the game. Because that is, if that ball gets through, not only do you have the game tied at 3, but I'm not sure with the way that the bank is built. Good pitch, strike 1. With the way that the bank is built and the way that ball's going, that's going to go towards that where the ball girls sit. And once it gets there, that thing can move. It can hit and go back towards the home plate. It can shoot out towards center. It can die. Like it does everything in that corner there. And that runner on first getting that lead, if he doesn't make that play, this could easily be a 4-3 game. So Mancini got the play of the game right now. Second pitch, he leaves a curveball high, ball 1, count as 1-1. Again, quiet NBA day. There was only 2 games on the schedule here. Golden State Warriors lose 130 to 129 to the Orlando Magic. The 1-1 pitch. If he throws it, curveball low, gets him to strike or gets him to swing. We got 1-2, Eflin versus McCormick. Top of the 9th. I'm going to run through it again. Top of the 9th, 1-2, 0 outs. Man on first. Houston is up 3-2. We need to keep this at a 1-run game. If we keep this at a 1-run game, we're at least giving our bats. We're giving Reese reluctantly. We're giving JT reluctantly, and we're giving Bryce a chance to do something special and send Philly into a frenzy. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, he throws over to first. Just try and keep him honest there. I'm surprised Reese caught that. Let me stop taking shots at Reese. My boy's about to come up. My boy is about to come up, and he's about to show up. My man Mancini with a hell of a snag. Yes, Maynard, I hate it, bro. I hate it, but it was a great play. I got nothing bad to say about it. He balled out. Wind up the pitch. Woo! Sets him down with a curveball low and inside, and with the way the ump's calling it, that probably would have been called a strike regardless. But good pitch by Eflin to get the Millersville guy. Everybody's calling him the Philly guy. I'm not calling him the Philly guy, at least not today. He's the Millersville guy. Chaz McCormick, of course, we're talking about. Tomorrow we have a pretty decent show. I have scheduled all 3. We have all 3 hosts coming on tomorrow. You should see myself, Derek, I'm Bless Gibson, T Grizzly, Tom Flynn, and we have a special guest, Eflin, with the pitch. Always you showing bunt in that situation for. I mean, Maldonado is I'm not gonna talk shit on Maldonado. He can make me eat my words right here. This is I'm just ready. Keep it at a one score game. Get us to the bottom of the 9th and give our fucking guys a shot here. Just give us a shot, please. Eflin's looking over to first. He gathers himself. The windup, the delivery. He slaps it in the right field. Maldonado gets a single, and they have first and second. Hensley holds up at second. I think he could have got the third. And now you're playing with fire. When you got Reese, you got JT, you got Bryce coming up. You have a chance, but you got to keep it at 1. With the way that this game is going, you just got one back in the bottom of the 8th, and that's huge. That is huge. You got to keep it at 1. And now you got first and second, 1 out, and you got Jose Altuve coming to the plate. Got to get this one. Eflin has a funny way of making us stress, making Philly fans stress. He likes to let runners get on. He did it in St. Louis series. He likes to let these guys get on, and typically he's been doing pretty good getting them out, but he's not shy about putting some guys on the base on the bases in the 9th inning. Why the fuck are you showing me Kate Upton, bro? Get her off the screen. Don't nobody care about her. Here we go. Eflin, Altuve starts him with a slider. Was that a little slider action? Ball 1. Yo, so it is no secret how big of an Eagles fan I am. And when I tell you, when the Eagles were scoring tonight, I was literally quiet clapping. I showed next to no emotion for that entire game because of this World Series game. What a pitch. What a pitch. That looked like a Nola pitch when Nola's doing good. But the Eagles, I've never been so quiet during the Eagles game. And it's not because they were playing the Texans. The Texans put up a fight. That first half, it looked good. Jake Elliott couldn't knock down a 54-yard field goal right before the half when Hurts put the offense in a pretty good position to get some points. But the second half, they came out. They only allowed 3 points, and the defense really stepped it up. We got the 1-1 pitch from Eflin. He looks back, he throws it, misses outside. Altuve lays off. 2-1. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Man on first, man on second. Houston is up 3-2. And Altuve, who has been doing some damage tonight. He's done damage last night. He's done damage tonight. You kind of knew he was going to wake up at some point with the slump that he was going through, and it's come at our expense in these last 2 games here in Philly. And we are just hoping that he doesn't do it again. Leave us alone. Eflin's made up his mind. He's got his pitch. He gathers himself. JT's ready. Altuve looks like a dwarf. He pitches it. Maybe that's not appropriate to say. Grounds at the 3rd. Boom. To third. What a play. Let's go, Boom. Gets the Phils out of the inning. No more damage. Ground ball to third base. Bohm gets it. He steps on third. He fires the first. Gets the double play. What a play by Alec Bohm. Nice little chopper. Smooth. Grabs it. Throws as he's stepping on first. Reese with a stretch. And then Reese tosses the ball to Bohm and hits him in the neck. Just like Reese. As soon as something good happens, Reese puts a stamp on it. And now we have a chance. We got a shot. Yes, my boy Joey Dubs, big body is in the building. He got him. Yes, he did, bro. Yes, he did. He got him. NBA news. Kyrie Irving has been suspended. James Harden is out a month with a foot injury, which means that as soon as Embiid gets back from the flu, he needs to step it the fuck up and do what he does. Kyrie's going to be suspended at least 5 games, and I don't really want to get into that today. There's a lot of opinions on that. I'm kind of going to steer clear of that. But, yeah, my boy, I'm not going to call him my boy because he's robbed my boy of the MVP the last 2 years. But Nikola Jokic put up a triple-double tonight, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and 14 assists. Listen, I'm an Embiid fan through and through, but what Jokic does is nothing short of spectacular, amazing. Like, he is the way I wish Joel had the vision that he had. I do wish that Joel could pass as good as him. Outside of that, I'm taking Joel. But that's a big thing. That's a pretty big if. Aaron Gordon dropped 27. Jamal Murray dropped 24. And they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have been balling. And this dude has been out of his mind. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been killing it for for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That kid is looking amazing. I mean, he's fourth in the league in points per game so far this season with 32.3. Luka's sitting at 1 with 36.1. Giannis right behind with 33.6. KD 32, Shea 32, and Ja at 31. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, man, 32 points per game, 4.7 boards per game, 6.3 assists per game. He is 24 years old. He is balling out. He's just snapping. He's snapping now. Now I really do wish that the Sixers could have figured out a way to go ahead and move Ben Simmons for him when we had the chance, but it didn't happen. And Ben stinks, so we're just gonna let that one go. And now we get the top of the ninth. We got Hoskins, Real Muto, and Harper. At a minimum, one of Hoskins and JT need to step it the fuck up. They have both been slumping. They have both been trash can juice, not even trash. The juice. When the trash men come and take your fucking trash can and they dump it into the back of the truck, and you see that little bit of juice coming out. You know that juice. You know what juice I'm talking about. That explains Reese Hoskins and JT on the offensive end these last couple games. I'm gonna call it like I said. I love them both. Not so much Reese. I'm very down on Reese this year, and it's just been a snowball effect of watching this dude for years and just watching him shrink in big opportunities. But again, you got a chance to shut me the fuck up. And he goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Come on, Reese. But yeah, just to finish off my thoughts there, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, balling. Absolutely balling. Hoskins has left 3 men on. It's 0 for 4 tonight with 3 strikeouts. Can he redeem himself? I'm hoping yes. The second pitch, he fouls it off, and it's 0-2. This is tough. High pressure situation. The bank is, I feel like this is the calm before the storm. The bank is ready to erupt. They're all holding their hands like this, and I'm going to do it with them. Reese, the 0-2 pitch, chases it out of the zone, which I think that's a good swing because with this ump back there, no telling if he's going to call that a ball or a strike. I honestly think that, again, with the way this ump has been calling shit, I feel like that probably would have been called a strike, to be completely honest. Tight throughout is right. This game has definitely been tight. He chases again. That one would not have been called a strike, but at this point, he's trying to make something happen. Gotta breathe, guys. We gotta breathe here. The 0-2 pitch. Reese lays off it. It's way outside. Okay, Reese. We're going to lay off a pitch that you wouldn't have been able to hit with a 10-foot bat. And for the people listening to the podcast that aren't watching live with me, people that are going to be listening to this tomorrow and the day after, I apologize for the long pauses, but it's just the pitch. And Hoskins does what Hoskins does best. He strikes out in a big situation. 4 strikeouts tonight. Attaboy, Reese. My man is fucking swinging his way out of Philly. Oh, my God. Even if he makes contact with that, bro. Even if he makes contact, that's going to be nothing. 4 strikeouts, dog. 4 strikeouts today. 0 for 5, 4 strikeouts, 3 men left on base. And that average just keeps dipping. JT is our guy. JT is our guy that's going to turn it around. He's going to give Bryce a shot. He chops it to third. It goes foul. 0-1. Bottom of the ninth. 1 out. 0-1. Houston up 3-2. Eagles 8-0. Need some positivity in my life. The Eagles are 8-0. After last night, where all three Philadelphia teams lost, the Phillies lost Game 4 of the World Series. The Sixers dropped 1 to Washington, and the Flyers lost 5-2. I forget who they played. We need a night where the Eagles win and the Phillies rally in the bottom of the ninth. Presley with the pitch in the dirt, takes it 1-1. Again, JT is 0 for 4 today. 3 strikeouts. Nobody left on base. And JT is a good hitter. So that's where the averages, you just feel like the averages are going to do what they do and average themselves out, and he gets a hit here. But 1-1 pitch, Presley throws one, and he drives it to center, and it's back, Oh, no! Oh, what a play. Oh, my goodness. No. Makes the fucking the Millersville guy makes the catch crashing into the wall. Oh my goodness, bro. What a play. Silence. They say at the movie theater, silence is golden. Not in this situation, but I have no words. What a play. But we got our guy. Our guy's coming up. He's been the only one doing anything today. He's out 1 for 2 with a double, 2 walks. He comes up here with a chance to tie the game. Do something. I do not want this game. I need Harper to come up big here. I do not want this game to be left onto the bat of Nick Castellanos. I don't. I'm sorry. No shit, he doesn't get the call. It wasn't a strike. Bryce looks locked in. Come on, Bryce. Keep it going. There you go. Leave it alone. They're going to fucking walk him, bro. They are not giving him nothing to hit. You know, Dusty's in this dude's ear right now, and he is just, yo, don't fucking give this dude nothing to hit. The guy behind him has stunk it up. The guy behind him is 1 for 3 tonight, but overall he's kind of been struggling. The 2-0 pitch, he didn't give him something to hit. That ball was inside. That's ball 3, and Bryce went after it, pulled a foul. I'm gonna have gray hairs by the end of this podcast. This is such a huge game. We gotta get this one. We gotta have this. Presley gets himself together. The 2-1 pitch, he delivers it, and it hit him. Oh, okay. Now, we have been waiting as Philadelphia fans. I look like the dude off. What's the movie? What's the fun? The joint where it's fucking curled off to the side here. Somebody drop it in the comments. And I promise that not next time, but one of these times, I'm gonna get a haircut and look good for y'all. Castellanos, we've been waiting for his moment in Philadelphia. He has let us down time and time and time again. Is this his moment? Can this be his moment? Can he do something here? He's 1 for 12 with an RBI, 4 strikeouts, and a walk against Presley in his career. The first pitch he goes after, and it's nowhere fucking close. It's not even close to the strike zone, and he goes after it. Come on, Nick. You could be an instant Philly legend right here, right now. Get the monkey off your back. Exercise those demons. Get those motherfuckers doing jumping jacks. And he pops it in the foul territory. It's a long run for both of them, and it drops. Okay, it's 0-2, but we got life. We are on life support, but we got life. Apologize if you hear my typing in the background. It's the ball game. Bottom of the ninth, 0-2. Bryce is on first, 2 outs. Houston up 3-2. Castellanos to the plate. I think I said that Castellanos had a hit. I don't think he does. He had a run. He scored off that walk. He's 0 for tonight. The pitch. He lays off. He still tried to fucking go for that. Oh, God. He lays off. He's waiting for his pitch. If ever we needed this dude to be a hero, it's right here. It's right now, bro. Right here, right now. Send me into a frenzy. Make me wake up my children upstairs with how loud I'm screaming. The 1-2 pitch to deliver. He lays off, but he's ready to go. Oh, my God. If you climb the ladder with that cutter, Castellanos is putting it into the stands. I'm going to just say that. Schmaltz is saying he climbs the ladder. If he does that, I think Castellanos is all over it. I just don't want him chasing a breaking ball out of the zone here. 2-2 pitch, not coming yet. The 2-2 pitch is coming right now, and it's in the dirt. He bounces it in front of the plate. He looks to the heavens in disgust and worry, and Castellanos he's worked the count full. Bohm on deck, who's 2 for 4. I'm sorry, Bohm. I want you to get your moment, but I'm looking for a bomb here. I'm looking for a Castellanos fucking stamp on this game, on this team, on this city. I promise you the Castellano jersey sales will go through the roof with one fucking swing right here. Bryce is going to get a lead off. He's going to be off on the pitch. Presley winds. He delivers. And he grounds at the shortstop. And just like that, the game is over. Now, I won't say I'm done with anybody until the series is over. But I'm as a Phillies fan, I'm pretty checked out on Reese. And I'm getting there with Castellanos. It's just these dudes just in the biggest fucking spots, they got the smallest fucking nuts. Like, oh my God, bro. Just time and time and time and time again, the game is finding Reese. What's he do today? Strikes out 4 times. He leaves 3 on base. Time and time again, the game is finding Castellanos. And what's he do today? He leaves 3 on, and he goes 0 for 3. His only decent plate appearance was the walk that he got. Now, JT gave it a ride. JT gave it a chance. It was a great play by McCormick, but it didn't do shit for us. And now we're going back to Houston, down 3-2 in the series. We went from not losing a single game in the bank this playoff run to losing 2 back to back after that game that we had in game 3. It's an uphill battle. It is an absolute uphill battle. It's not over. It is not over. This offense can wake up at any time. Game 6, we got Wheeler. I think we're going against Framber again, though. Man, let me check this out. Yep, Framber Valdez to start game 6 for the Astros. Zach Wheeler to start game 6 for the Phillies. And it could be another pitcher's duel. Wheeler really didn't pitch too well his last outing. We haven't gotten good pitching we've gotten good pitching from every pitcher on the staff, with the exception of our top 2 starters and probably our top reliever in Alvarado, our top two starters in Nola and Wheeler. And it's tough to win. It's tough to win the World Series when your top guys, your aces, your horses, the ones that got you here, are just not performing. Now Wheeler, it's just been one bad start, and I hear a lot of rumbling in Philly that people aren't believing. You know, at least when I tune into the radio on the way into work, it's just people just. I've heard multiple people say that they don't have the faith in Wheeler and they don't have the faith in Nolan. They feel like the wheels have fallen off, and maybe those guys are tired. And I've heard it all. I got faith in in Wheeler. He's one bad start against a really good Astros team is not going to make me lose faith in my guy. He's got a chance to extend it to a game 7, and we're going to need his best. We're going to need his absolute best on Saturday night. It went from up 2-1 to down 3-2 and losing the last 2 games in Philly. This is an absolute bummer. It's an uphill battle. We gave ourselves a chance in the 8th, and our big listen. If this is a easier pill to swallow if the last 2 innings are 5, 6, 7, or the last inning is 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters going down, but we put Schwarber up to bat in the 8th with 2 outs and men on the corner, and he doesn't do anything with it. And then we give Reese a chance. Top of the 9th, no outs. He does nothing. JT gives it a ride, but ultimately he does nothing. Bryce gets on again, as Bryce has just been doing. And I think part of that is Houston not wanting to Bryce to change the game and be the one that becomes the hero like he's done so many times in this postseason run. They give Bryce gets on base and Castellanos comes up and he comes up small. And it's just the same old story. It really is. And I'm not, again, I'm trying to toe the fine line of being like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not down on the team. I think the team as a whole still has a very good chance of pulling this out. It's just those 2 guys, Reese and Castellanos. And it's like they both have played so terribly on the offensive end. And at least Nick has been playing good defensively. Reese, that play at first base that Reese doesn't make when there's men on first and third. And who was at the plate? Alvarez was at the plate. And that ball gets lined to first base. That was an easier play than what Trey Mancini got. And the difference in this game right here, and I know that no game is decided by one single play, but it just feels like the difference of this game right here is their first baseman made the play. Their first baseman, who came in the 6th or 7th inning, he came in cold off the bench, made one of the better plays I've seen in this series so far. He made a defensive play of the game. In my opinion, he may have made the defensive play of the game. No, the defensive play of the game came in the bottom of the 9th. That second out by McCormick. He had made the defensive play in the game up until that point. Probably had made the defensive play in the game up until that point throughout the entire season. I mean, series. I'm upset. My words are mixed right now. But I feel like the difference of the game is their first baseman made the play. When the chips are all on the table, everything's all in. Mancini makes the play and Reese fumbled the bag. Reese got a chopper, and it did take a little bit of a weird bounce, but you're a professional baseball player. Okay. You are in the major league, but you are a professional baseball player. That is a play that you need to make. And he didn't make it. And the run scores and the inning continues. And that run turns out to be the difference. We lose by 1. It's again, just like I said last night, and it's getting tired of saying, this is a tough pill to swallow. But it's not over. It is far from over. The series is not over. We got 2 more in Houston, and I'm saying 2 more because I do feel like we're going to come back. And this isn't just being a Homer or a Philly fan. I just feel like this series has been such a back and forth series. And we know at this point the Phillies not a fluke. They've been in this series with the exception of the 2 games that they got bombed on, which even that game 4, it was 1 inning. It was 1 inning where they made some mistakes and Houston put up a 5 spot. But outside of that, I mean, we bombed them in game 3. it's been a great series. It's been a very competitive series back and forth. Every time one team has a punch, the other team comes back with a counter punch. And because of that, and because of the offense that we have, and because of the fact that we're sending, and I know we're going to see Valdez, and he mowed us down last time we played, and him and Wheeler faced up in Houston in game 2, and that's going to be the matchup in Houston in game 6. He did shut us down, but it's life. We got life. It's not all. It's not done. This series is not done. No matter how much this stings, no matter how much it hurts dropping 2 straight, the last 2 in Philly, the series is it's not over by any stretch. It's not. It's not. And I'm not ready to say that it's over. I do believe that the Phillies are going to pull out a game 6 dub, and game 7 is a toss up if we get there. But ratings wise, I would love a game 7. I would love nothing more than Sunday night, Eagles don't play, be able to sit right here and watch a game 7 in which my boy Ranger Suarez comes out and does his fucking thing. But in order to do that, the Phillies got to dig deep. They got to dig deep. And Wheeler's got to be on his shit. And Reese has got to show up. And JT has got to show up. And Castellanos has got to show up. And Schwarber has got to show up. And these different guys, like, I love the home run in the first inning by Schwarber. That was an instant response. Okay, that was an instant response to what they were able to do to us. And you just hope that he could build on something like that, and he wasn't able to. He wasn't able to build on it. He really didn't do nothing, nothing noteworthy for the rest of the game. And it's tough. It's tough. After that home run, right? Schwarber leads off the bottom of the first. He puts one in the stands. He ties the game, sends the bank into a frenzy. After that, he goes 0 for 3 with a walk, 1 strikeout, and 4 runners left on base, including 2 left on base in the bottom of the 8th, where it looked like the Phillies were making another one of those 2-out rallies that they just consistently seem to make in these situations. And he wasn't able to come through. And again, major props to Trey Mancini. That was a play. That was a play that I wish our guy made, but he didn't. And backs against the wall. Backs are absolutely against the wall. They're gonna have to come out. Again, my nerves all over the place. I just smacked the mic and then popped it off for a second. But it's now or never. It's now or never. And I want to take back every negative thing I said about Reese. I want to take back every negative thing I said about Castellanos, but it's tough. It's hard to when the game keeps finding them and they keep losing it. And what I mean by losing, I don't mean that they're the ones losing the games for us, even though that they're playing a big role. They're just losing the moments. They're not capitalizing. Neither of them are staying disciplined. They're chasing. Their swings are not looking good. Fucking Rhys Hoskins, bro. I watched Rhys look at two pitches today in which he had 2 strikes already on him. And the pitch comes in. And before the ump's even making his signal, this dude's already walking to the dugout because he knows he just watched strike 3. Once is like, okay, happens. 2 times, you got to think, bro, the last time I was up at bat, I watched a breaking pitch on the outside corner, and I'm walking to the dugout before the ump even makes a signal. And then the next time you come up, it's like, okay, that you're going to store that in the back of your mind. And you're not going to let it happen again, right? Wrong. Because Reese does it again. He comes up and he watches strike 3 and he knows it. He's walking to the dugout before the ump even makes a signal. It's crazy. Let's switch over to a little more positive news. Again, game 6 is going to be huge. You already know the lineups. The lineups are not going to change for us. I don't believe so. Although I'm pretty sure in game 2, we didn't get Stott, we didn't get Marsh. I think we got Sosa and Veerling. And as much as those guys have been clutch for us this year, they've been crucial in us getting here. Veerling is great on defense. He always seems to come up with a timely hit, and Sosa is very good defensively. I don't want to see either one of them in this game. Marshy has been with the exception of Bryce, because Bryce has the big hits, Marshy has been our most consistent hitter. He's got the highest batting average on the team so far in this series. I don't want to see him out of this game. And Stott is plenty good defensively, and he does battle. And I know that they're going to look at, Stott is a lefty, Valdez is a lefty, and maybe they keep Stott later in the game. They need him for a pinch hit. I don't know who plays tomorrow. It's either going to be Sosa at short or it's going to be Stott. I would like to just rock out with Stott, and I just don't. Every time I think back to that game too, I want nothing to do with the lineup that was in game two, which included Sosa and Vierling. But let's jump over to some more positive times here in Philly. Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Houston Texans. I don't think that's really a surprise to anyone. And Houston played good. They're down their top three receivers. They got Davis Mills still doing his thing there. And Philly, we were able to hold them down. Okay, we were able to. Houston comes out, they get us first. That first drive was immaculate. I mean, for Houston to go down and do what they did, I was like, okay, they're gonna fight. And then the Eagles come back and they put together, what was it, an 18-play, 75-yard drive. That it was two drives into the first quarter, and there was once Houston got that third drive, I think there was like less than 2 minutes left on the clock in the first quarter. It was like each team had a massive drive where they just put together these plays, got down the field, and kind of just did what they want. But Jalen Hurts easily could have had 4 touchdowns this game. He gets the offense down there, and one touchdown goes to Miles Sanders. The other one goes to Kenneth Gainwell. Jalen Hurts, 21 for 27, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He did lose a fumble. That was our first fumble of the year. And coming from a team that used to have Carson Wentz, we are used to quarterbacks fumbling. And it is great to see how well Jalen Hurts has protected the ball this year. He's got 3 turnovers this year. Okay, he's got the 1 fumble. He's got 2 interceptions. He has done everything in his power to protect the ball. He keeps balling out. He's been, Nick is putting him in a position to really excel. Again, 21 for 27, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders gets 17 carries, and what was I think his over under on carries for the night was 16 and a half. It lands on 17, puts up 93 yards and a touchdown. And Miles was throwing people around a little bit today. On the receiving end, Dallas Goedert became the 4th tight end this year to put up 100 yards in a game. He goes 8 for 100, 1 touchdown on 9 targets. A.J. Brown on 6 targets, goes 4 catches, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. Quez goes 2 for 25. Devontae Smith goes 2 for 25. And outside of that, nobody really did too much. James Bradbury and C.J. Gardner-Johnson have both gotten picks in this game. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is tied for first in the league in interceptions. And he has been just. They said it. It was like the one thing that I think I heard on the Amazon broadcast tonight was that and that Amazon broadcast. This was like the first time, because these Thursday night games have been pretty much dog shit, and that was the first time I really sat down and was able to, in between innings and whatnot, I would turn it up and listen and go into the different things. The broadcast, they got 4 different ways you can watch. I think it was English, Spanish, and then it was the stat one that they got, and then the one with Dude Perfect. And I was watching the one with the next gen stats. That's the future of football right there. That's the way I want to watch football. Having all those stats just right there, those next gen stats, those stats that they don't show you on ESPN, ABC, Fox, shit like that. Amazon got that shit down. That's a pretty cool thing they got going there. But C.J. Gardner-Johnson, they had mentioned how with the Saints, he was more of that, like how Malcolm Jenkins used to kind of hover towards the line with Philly and with the Saints too. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the Saints was hovering more towards the line, to where with the Eagles, he's kind of just back there, and he's flying around, and he is instinctive. It seems that every time there's a big play made, it's C.J. Gardner-Johnson. But the 2 new guys, really, at least for this year, the new guys, Bradbury, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, they both grab a pick. Javon Hargrave, listen, I know we got Fletcher Cox. I know we just picked up Robert Quinn. I know Josh Sweat is a dog, and of course Barnett's hurt. Jordan Davis is that guy, but Javon Hargrave puts up 3 sacks tonight, and he is just that dude. As he shot out this year. He is just shot out of a cannon. He every time I see somebody on getting in the backfield, he not only is he making plays, he's creating pressures. He's just always around there. He puts up 3 sacks tonight, and that's huge. Jake Elliott misses the only kick he goes for, and I know they're trying to give this dude a chance back there returning punts, but I'm ready for Britton Covey to be done. I don't want to see him take another kickoff. I don't want to see him take another punt. I think I'm sold on him being out of there. On the other side, Davis Mills goes 13 for 22, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. First half, Davis Mills looked pretty good. That's when he had the 2 touchdowns. Second half, comes back, throws 2 picks, and winds up not really having that good of a game. Houston puts up just 17 points. They fall to 1-6-1. Damian Pierce puts up 27 carries, 139 yards. That dude is a beast. He's a monster. Philip Dorsett, 3 catches, 69 yards, and Chris Moore, 4 catches, 43 yards. He got the 1 touchdown. And then the rookie in his NFL debut, Tegan Quitoriano, maybe I said that right, grabbed the first touchdown of the game. Steven Nelson and Christian Harris both were able to force fumbles tonight, and outside of that, not too much. Jerry Hughes was a dog. Jerry Hughes was all over the place. He was abusing Jordan Mailata, and people don't abuse Jordan Mailata like that, but he was abusing Mailata, bro. Mailata was looking like he had no business being on the field in some of those plays when it came to his matchup with Jerry Hughes, and that dude he's just a baller. He's a baller, and you just see Jerry Hughes has been in the league for quite some time, and it's just crazy how every play, I was watching this dude, and it feels like every single time. He's 34 years old, bro. He's been in the league for 13 years, long time Buffalo Bill. Jerry Hughes is old ass, bro. He was out there, and it's like it was the Eagles were backed up in the red zone. I think they were at whatever had happened, they were inside the 5-yard line, and it was 3rd and long, very long. And Jalen Hurts drops back, and he looks like he's going to pass, and he winds up handing it off to Miles Sanders on a draw. And Jerry Hughes out of the play, he loops all the way around, and it's like, okay, Miles Sanders is running directly into the Bermuda Triangle. There's 3 defenders there. It's 3rd and 16, 17, however long it was. He's not going to get the first down. Jerry Hughes could have mailed it in as a 34-year-old who's been in the league 13 years, who's definitely not no spring chicken. He could have mailed it in and just been like, okay, my defenders are there. But no, this dude, I watched him run 15, 20 yards just to get back into the play, just to make sure that nothing happens. And he rushes over, he gets there, they make the play, and he's there just to help his guys up. That's the type of player. He should have been traded out of Houston. That's somebody that probably should have been on a move at the trade deadline. Maybe could have helped out a contender, and playing on a 1-6-1 team, a team that is not really going to do too much. You're 34 years old. You're a vet, and to just hustle like that on every play. These rookies, these young guys in the league, they need to look at what that dude does and just emulate it. It was something special to watch. Again, great game by the Eagles. I know people are gonna give the old they've only beat Houston by 12, and it's like a win is a win. Of course, a win is a win is a win. We keep saying that, but these games are just getting to a point where it's like once we're up by 2 touchdowns, it's like, do we really need to score more? Because that defense is special. The defense is flying to the ball. That defense makes great plays. And you know that at that point, once you would put up 29 points, once they get that touchdown to Goddard and Jalen Hurts runs in that 2-point conversion and you're up 12 at this point and it's in the 4th quarter, you know that Houston's not coming back. This defense is not going to let Davis Mills score twice, 2 touchdowns, and win them the game. So the offense goes into a shell, and they just start handing the ball off. Really wasn't much more passing after that. And that was kind of it. They kind of mounted it on offense and was just like, look, we're going to get out of here healthy. We're going to get out of here with a dub, and we're going to run this thing down. The Eagles are going to be home Monday, November 14th, Monday night game against those Commanders. I kind of fucking wish. I know that even if he was healthy, he's probably not playing. But this was the game circled where Carson comes back to Philly. We're not going to get that. But the Eagles got Washington. They got the Colts. They got the November 27th matchup. It looks like I think that's a Sunday night matchup with the Packers, the Titans, the Giants, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Saints, and then they finish the season with the Giants. I don't see them losing to the Commanders or the Colts. And I'm never going to count out Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So just talking about the next two games and really just talking about the next game, I don't see them losing to the Commanders. But the Commanders got something going with Taylor Heineke. Every time that dude winds up taking back the starting job, whether he's taking it from Carson or he's taking it from whoever was there before him, whenever Taylor Heineke is in the game, they got a chance. And I don't understand why they haven't just committed to him being the starter. Maybe try to build around him a little bit and put a good team on the field. Instead, they go out, they trade for Carson, they bring in a quarterback that didn't work in Philly, it didn't work in Indianapolis, and they think that they're going to revive him with Ron Rivera, and it just didn't happen. And now he's out, and even if he's back healthy, even if Carson comes back healthy, I don't see him taking a job back from Taylor Heineke. You can't, unless the Commanders, I was going to call them the Redskins, unless the Commanders are really trying to protect their draft pick, which it doesn't seem like they are. They've won 3 straight. Unless they're trying to do that, man, I see no way that Carson gets that job back. And what's crazy is this could have been his last chance to start in the NFL. I don't know if he's going to get another starting shot anywhere. Okay, and it's not going to be in Washington, in my opinion. He had his chances, man, and I don't know if Carson. I mean, he's already proven it in Philly. I don't know if he's built for being a backup. I don't know that he's going to sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to come off the bench. I'm going to be the backup. I'm going to be the guy that holds the clipboard and has the earplugs in all game. That ain't him. I feel like we're heading towards we could be heading towards a Carson Wentz retirement. I feel like he could be, the next dude that just hangs it up early because he's not going to get another starting position. I don't think he gets another chance at starting. And like I said, he's just not that dude. He's not gonna sit there and come off the bench for anybody. He didn't do it in Philly for Foles. He didn't do it once Doug benched him and put in Jalen Hurts. It was like he was done with Philly and he wanted to leave. And then, the rest is history. But they got Topper up at the podium right now. He looks a little dejected, but my guy's gonna rally the troops. He's gonna get them ready for Game 6, and we gotta show up. We gotta show up. There's one other thing I wanted to touch base with. How about Michael Thomas again? Michael Thomas. I drafted Michael Thomas in fantasy this year, and he started off pretty good for me. And this dude is just hurt again. Again, Michael Thomas is out. That dude just can't stay on the field. And that was a little random thing, but I was just looking at my fantasy lineup real quick, and I'm gonna have to drop him. He's getting toe surgery. He's done. Dennis Allen came out today, said he's, it looks like he might not play another game this season. And it's just, that's a shitty situation, man. It really is a pretty shitty situation because he's a baller. He's a baller. And when he's healthy and he's on the field, he's not fast, but they can't guard him. They call him can't guard Mike. They can't guard him. Oh, they're showing me the Schwarber highlight. All right. With that, I'm going to sign off here tonight. Again, tomorrow we are going to be live at 7:30. We have a full show. It will not be Mr. Solo Dolo anymore. We are ready to rock. Episode 4 is going to bring you myself, Derek, and Tom. For the first time, all 3 of us getting together. We have a special guest coming on to talk a little college football. Tune in to see that. We got a big college football weekend. Big matchup. I seen Tennessee's number 1, and they're going into Athens. They're going to go play Georgia, right? And Georgia is a team that's a force to be reckoned with. Okay, Georgia is or no, I'm so. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Bear with me 1 second. I may have Spoken. I thought Tennessee was named the AP top 25 number one team. Okay, well you got 1 versus 2, Georgia and Tennessee. Um, that's going to be a hell of a game. I don't know if this is right. I remember watching the show the other day. Michigan was number 5, Clemson was number 4, Ohio State 3, Georgia 2, and Tennessee 1. But when I look this up here, it's not showing me the same. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not too big into college football. That's where my co-hosts come in. They are big college football guys. Tom's a pretty big college football guy, and our guest for tomorrow night is a huge college football fan, and we're going to bring him in. And we're going to unleash him and let him talk about his college football team, all the college football teams. And I appreciate you guys jumping with me tonight. This was a special edition. I wish that I could have given you guys a better reaction, but in order for me to do that, I would have needed the Phillies to show up. I would have needed Reese to pull his fucking head out of his ass. I would have needed Castellanos to do something good for us. We want to love you, Nick. Reese, I think regardless, win, lose, or draw after this series, I think everyone's about ready for Reese to go. But Nick, you're not going anywhere. I think next year, like they said on the broadcast, I do think next year is going to be a big bounce back year for Nick, but it's not next year. We're in the fucking World Series, and we want to love you, brother. Castellanos, we want to love you, but you're not giving us reasons to. Please. You had a chance tonight. You didn't give us a reason. Eagles placed Jordan Davis on the injured list. We knew that. You're not giving us a reason to love you, and it's sad because we want to love you. Our arms are open, Castellanos. Give us a hug. And by giving us a hug means fucking do something. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Not same time, but same place, 7:30. Get with us. We're going to have a full show. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace. This happens every time I press the end broadcast. It doesn't end when I want it to end. And then I already said goodbye. And now I just got to sit here looking awkward. So let's stare at each other until the broadcast ends.